And I think people do. Everybody's doing a good job too of like a rising tide lifts all ships. Like your fully loaded tours essentially like that. I know when we have comics on, we talk to comics who have been on that thing. They talk about how much that just event and that tour kind of like puts you on because again you're in front of so many people. Yeah, entertaining in such a way that involves partying together. Like you are accessible. You feel way more accessible to people.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've always been a firm believer in like it's not fun if you're doing it by yourself. Like my favorite memories are like taking. I was just thinking of this the other day. I told you I went with Fluffy to the Sphere, and I said to Leanne, I go, how cool would this be able to do? Like to take your because Fluffy got a box for us and he got us all hotel rooms and he put us up and it was like fucking sick. And he got a party bus for us and we're on the party bus. We're laughing our asses off. And I said to Leanne, I was like, dude, this would be so sick if we could do something like this. And she goes, you've done this every year you do Red Rocks. And I went, oh, that's right. And I remember, I wish I had the fucking video. Me and Shane got so fucked up. Me, Shane, and Mark got so fucked up on this party bus that we were singing songs without the words, trying to guess the songs. So we're like just screaming, and we're crying, laughing. Do you remember that, Pete?
Yeah, I was playing music.
We were crying, laughing.
He's just behind everything.
Yeah.
And I look back at like all the things I've done. Those are my favorite moments. Is like all the people I've partied with, all my friends, and they're all the greatest comics in the world. They're the funniest human beings. One of my favorite memories, Georgia is on Fully Loaded with her friend Daisy, and Shane comes up last night and he goes up to him. He goes, you guys sneaking beers? Georgia goes, no. He goes, come on. You don't have to lie to me. She's like, no. He was like, I'm not going to tell your dad. She's like, yeah, we're sneaking beers. And Shane just sits down next to me. He goes, Georgia's sneaking beers. like these are like the greatest fucking memories of my life. And you think, like, I didn't pay that much to hang out with them.
Dude, that is fucking wild to be able to get all your boys and just be like, hey, we all have a certain set of skills. Let's just all go and do this together.
Dude, Fully Loaded last year. It's me, Jelly Roll, Dave Attell, Big J Okerson, Dan Soder, Mark Norman. I mean, it's the perfect smoke tent, and we're laughing hysterically. And Jelly Roll just happens to be the biggest artist in the country.
Yeah.
We laughed so hard. He had just found out who Mitch Hedberg was. And within finding out that he is now his favorite comic, he then learns he's dead. And we could not stop laughing. He goes, this Mitch Hedberg guy's great. And David Tell goes, I got some bad news for you, buddy. And we are crying, laughing. But like, those are the moments like where you go, life doesn't get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about your relationship with Jelly Roll a little bit. Because do you guys have him on Two Bears? Has he been on?
I don't know.
But I know he did the 5K with y'all. You guys have done shows together and stuff like that. Where did that relationship start?
I don't know. Honestly, I started following Jelly a long time ago. I started following him online. I think I saw him on Chelsea's show originally and found him. And then we started DMing. And we just became friends over through the internet. And then he came out and did my podcast and we just connected immediately. There's something we're very similar men in that I think we feel very lucky to be in the position we're in, as opposed to some guys are like, I was destined for this.
Yeah.
I think both Jelly and I are like, man, we just feel like the luckiest dudes in the world. And we just kept in touch. And then probably the biggest thing, I mean, it's like crazy. I don't think much of it, but like, if we were ever in the same city, we always found each other. Like if he was on tour near me, he'd come and have lunch at where we were at the arena. And then like he came in Nashville, he came out to the show I was here, and we've always just kept in touch and been close. And then, but the crazy thing was, and this is probably the best moment of our friendship. He was on Nelk Boys and he was saying, the Two Bears are doing a 5K. I think I'm going to get in shape for it. And all of a sudden, fucking took off. Like People Magazine wrote us about it and it was crazy. So we came out to do this, and then me, Bunny, Leanne, and Jelly are running the 5K together, and we're getting done. We're like about to pass the finish line, and Jelly starts crying. I'm gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna cry. Don't worry, I'm done crying.
You can cry.
I'm not crying. Jelly gets emotional.
You're safe here.
Yeah,
Jelly
safe here.
gets emotional, and he goes, and he's like, I think you might have just changed my life. And Bunny starts crying, and she's holding Leanne. The four of us are like sobbing, crossing the finish line, and it's true. It's like, I mean, you guys have never really been, had like health issues or had gotten, your life's never gotten away from you with your bodies. But guys like me and Jelly, I was 285 last time, the fucking time before Beer Olympics. And Jelly's had weight issues, and just the little spark of getting your health back together and getting in control of it and just getting into a place where you are moving every day. It's so fucking big. And, but that moment was crazy. And then immediately it's like, we're doing half a marathon. And really? I was like, yeah. And so I was like, all right, I'm in if you're in. But I love him to death, man. I'm so happy for his success. He's the sweetest guy in the world.
Dude, he really does have that.
I mean, you don't understand. He went and did Fully Loaded this year. He did the first week. I didn't pay him. I didn't cover his tour bus. I didn't cover his private jets. He did it on his own. Like, he came and did it. And I was like, dude, I gotta pay you back somehow. He's like, no, I just want to be with you. That's like a real friend. I love him. I love him to death.
Yeah.
He is the kindest soul.
But he really is.
And you just know, like, life, like, I think to myself, like, man, what was he like when he was in prison and was wrapped up in the wrong stuff, to where he has such a perspective now, and he's able to talk to absolutely everybody and have this perspective that you want to do nothing but root for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The level of purity is second to none, especially when he tells stories about watching the Music City Miracle from like juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
And knowing that he's done things wrong and yet he's still this pure. Like, how does somebody go through that much adversity in life, get to the other side of this level of fame and fortune, and have, the ability to still be as sweet as he possibly is, not be jaded, not have, a chip on his shoulder about anything. He just wants to do the best he can with what he has, and it just continues to be better and better. That's him meeting with the Titans. He spoke to Congress about fentanyl issues, which is,
and eloquently too.
Yeah,
like
beautifully.
Well. I was like, wow.
And he's like, I used to sell drugs, and now I'm sitting here saying, well, there's a problem with drugs in this country.
Yeah.
He's also someone, when we talk about like people root for your downfall, and I assume it's a natural thing. I mean, I feel like, I feel like, when people hate me, I go, okay, I think it's just normal, I guess. But then it really means a lot when people like root for your success and like still love you. It means a lot. And like Jelly came out, I did Bridgestone, and he came out to like be there for me and like celebrate it with me. And I did. I think I brought him on stage. I think we sang a song at Bridgestone. And then the next time I'm in Nashville, he's like, hey man, would you bring me on stage tonight? And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I think I have a thing. I have a show. I wish I could. Where are you performing? And he's like, Titan Stadium. I went, I could cancel. I would have canceled. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You mean 75,000 people? Are you shitting me? But like, he's just very regular. Like I mean, he's just so, and he really wants you to win. He wants you to succeed. I love him to death. Yeah.
And bringing along the people that before he reached his level of fame, like bringing them to it and being like, hey, I'm doing this. I would love for you guys to be there type of mentality is just awesome.
What's crazy is like Leanne and Bunny are really close. They text all the time. And I do not know how that relationship happened. I don't like, cause they're very different women. They really are different women, but man, they're like fucking sisters. They text, he's part of the reason. Cause we're looking at properties and Jelly just goes, hey, why don't I just give you 100 of my acres or whatever? You guys can live on our land. And Leanne's like, I could live with Bunny. And I was like, hang on, wait. What fucking world are we living in?
He did buy a crazy piece of land.
He bought crazy.
Yes.
He's like, I got a good place up on a mountain. And I was like, so yeah, we're looking at everything today. But I love him to death, man. I love watching people succeed. It's funny shit to watch people succeed. It's fun. Shane's the easiest one for me to put, because we all were there for it, right? We all watched it. But I remember being one of my favorite things in the world to do is bully Shane. I love bullying Shane. I love texting him and saying, hey man, you want to meet up for a drink this morning? And he goes, no. And then I always write back, this is my favorite part. The unrelenting until I get him to break, his spirit to break. It's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch him crumble. Oh. So I text him one time and I go, yo, I'm at Rogan's Club at noon partying. You meet me there? And he's like, no. I was like, cool. Do you want me to send a car to get you? And he's like, I'm not going. I go, hey man, I want to make sure I have the right drink for you. Like, you still drink a Bud Light? He's like, Bert, I'm not coming. And I go, oh, Leanne, can't wait to see you. I'm so excited you're coming. And then he's like, fuck, I'm on my way. And so he
eventually breaks.
He comes over, and it's like things are happening for Shane, but it's like we know it, but he comes and he goes, hey man, can I tell you a secret? And I was like, yeah. So we go away from everyone, go back to a bar, and he's like, I just got offered SNL. And I was like, dude, that moment for me, like, I love that shit. I started crying, and he was like, stop fucking crying, bitch. Come on.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he got excited, but like watching your boys blow up, it's fucking awesome. I just texted Matt McCusker. Matt McCusker did 2 nights in Boston at Wilbur. I texted him. I was like, dude, congratulations. This is fucking awesome. That is fun.
Yeah.
More people should enjoy watching people succeed because it's fun as fuck. And he did 2 nights at fucking the Wilbur. Do you know how hard that is to sell?
He's funny too. I love how he
dude,
like promos.
He is fucking hysterical.
I love how he promos where he's at, like on Instagram. Like he'll like play the piano.
I saw a video, the one video that sticks with me. He was holding his child reading a book. I was like, you're reading a book? Like, how words are that interesting to you that you could, like, he was like holding his child reading. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I've never read a book like, yeah, look, he's reading a book. He's reading us.
He's in it too. He's focused.
Yeah. He's reading. That's so fucking weird. Like that, I've never, not in a million years have I ever read like that, where I was like, taking care of my child and reading.
Yeah, I mean, just reading in general, sitting down and being like, I'm gonna make the decision to read is a very difficult thing to do. Something we should all do.
Yeah.
But a very difficult thing to just go and do and put a child on your lap is a whole different ball game.
He's awesome, man. But yeah, like watching your friends pop, like Adam Ray, man. I hit up Adam when we were in.
Bro, he was so fun on the pod too.
He's amazing.
So fun.
See, but the thing is, it's like almost like it's almost like you get proven right. Because you get behind these guys, like Adam Ray. I hit him up. I was like, yo, you're from Seattle. I'm doing the arena in Seattle. Would you like to come and do it? And bring your family out or whatever. And he's like, dude, that would be. I was like, cool. And then I get excited. I go, I'm going to make it about Adam this weekend. So I got us out to go meet Coach Carroll and go hang out with the Seahawks. And
yeah,
Adam's
he was
like,
talking about that.
Yeah. And he was like, this is fucking, I did it for Shane when we went and did the first Fully Loaded. I said our first show was at Notre Dame, and I said we're gonna go into the practice field, we're gonna go see the stadium, we're gonna do everything. And Shane's like,
nutting.
I love doing that. I fucking love that more than anything. But Adam is fucking hysterical, and he's smart, and he's funny, and he's quick, and he's really just a brilliant comic. So then to watch him blow up in a weird way, it's like, yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Like I said it to Stabby the other day. I go, if anything, I'm good at 2 things: introducing people and picking out talent. Like, I am really good at picking out talent. Like, I can tell you who the next guy is going to be always, I think.
Who's the next guy?
I think it's going to be me again. No.
Dude, Stabby is fucking hilarious, bro.
He's got a new movie called Let's Start a Cult, and it is fucking hysterical. It is fucking hysterical.
Is that out now?
It's out in theaters October 25th.
Okay.
And we went to the screening and we were crying. It is all Stabby.
Yeah.
He carries the whole fucking movie. The other people in it are just as fucking funny, but it is, if you like Stabby's sense of humor, he wrote the movie. Mm-hmm. Within the first fucking minute of the movie, someone's playing with his nuts. I mean, it's fucking hysterical.